It all starts when you're handed the black canvas tote bag. The one stamped with the Allure Best of Beauty seal, and filled with lipsticks, creams, masks. You dig in and there's a Chanel, a Dove, and wait up, that's a La Mer. It's the first day of Best of Beauty testing, and things are looking good. 4 months and 2 rashes later, things are looking, keep reading. Michelle Lee, Editor-in-Chief at WASNT, going to make the same mistakes as last year. That was my first Best of Beauty, and I was doing 4 face masks in a day, plus night creams. I fully had to go to a dermatologist. It suffocated my skin. It was just too many things at once, so I broke out. This year, I had a half-hour free one day, so I decided I'd sit on my sofa and test. I had a bag filled with body creams, and I was trying to find little spots on my body that I could put them all on. I opened a jar, put a little here, a little there. It was really thick, and after a while, it started gumming up. That's when I realized my user error. It put hair pomade all over my arms. I tested everything else on the right body parts for at least a few weeks to know if a product was a winner. It'd do it in phases. All the products would start at my desk, where they might stay for months. If I liked something enough, I'd move to a table in my office. And if I really loved it, I'd bring it home. It was like March Madness brackets, a physical representation of how much I liked something. I don't think people truly understand how long we try each product for when they're reading the issue. The thing that really stuck out in my mind is how much better drugstore products have gotten. I'm an eyeliner fanatic, and I was really pleased with how some of the inexpensive ones compared to my all-time favorites. Same thing with highlighters. I used to be a bit of a snob about them, but I was really happily surprised with a drugstore brand. Jenny Bai, executive beauty director. My 6-year-old son Henry was in the office one day and really wanted a job, so he helped us test temporary hair color, blue, purple, silver glitter. Next up, bringing products to editors for testing. No, not bringing, running. He was zipping up and down the halls so fast, all but hair color started dripping. It was a very Allure moment. He was sweating glitter. He was ultimately a little disappointed with my own gig, though. Mom, I thought you were the boss of the beauty people, he asked. But then how come you have to sit at that computer and I get the best job on the floor? It is true that I'm ultimately the mistress of the spreadsheets. It's a beast to catalog and cross-reference every single product that brands submit for Best of Beauty. This year there were 9,087 of them. Every year there are more and more amazing brands, and each brand is launching more and more product. We have to keep adding new categories to keep up. 5 years ago, brows was a one-product category, a pencil. This year we couldn't imagine not awarding our favorite pencil, and powder, and gel, and conditioner, and brush. These are all now brow necessities. Sophia Panich, Deputy Digital Beauty Director, tests thousands and thousands of products for Best of Beauty, and that's not an exaggeration. When I was an assistant, all of those products were sent to me to pass out. One day, I looked up and, surprised, the entire mailroom staff was standing at my desk. They couldn't believe one person could get so many packages. I was the most delivered to person at all of Condé Nast, and they'd came to meet me out of sheer curiosity. When you try out that many new products, there are going to be some mishaps. Like the time I used a coconut oil hair mask and my hot water got shut off. I looked like an oil slick for days. Even after my water was back, it took forever to wash it all out. Actually, this is the first year I didn't end up breaking out in contact dermatitis from testing new skincare. I used to get a little excited and put 20 new serums on my face the first week. Now I know to stay away from botanicals that irritate my skin, and to go a little slower. But I love geeking out over an amazing new face mask or lipstick, and telling everyone I know about it. It's such a special feeling when you test so many products, and then you find the one that changes your life, like the Tangle Teaser. No one had heard of it when makeup artist Pat McGrath told me about it a few years ago. Then it won Best Hairbrush in 2015. That's the coolest thing about Best of Beauty. You can be part of discovering a product that'll change the industry. Jessica Chia, senior beauty editor, tested lip stains, so I'd wear a different one every day for weeks. Then one day, the subway was more crowded than usual and we were all pressed up against each other. This guy's button-down brushed against my mouth in the shuffle. He had no idea there was a bright pink lip print on his back, and no one else said anything. I still feel awful about it. Amanda Bonson, beauty assistant. I'm going to be a team player. That's what I thought when I signed up for testing almost every category of Best of Beauty. I figured it'd get 3 products per category, right wrong. I had no clue just how many products there'd be until I got the list of everything I was testing. It was 400 products in all. First I thought, okay, this is where I'm going to have to instill time management in my life. I can't procrastinate this one. And then I thought, where am I going to put them? My apartment doesn't even fit me. I lined up as many as I could along the wall in my living room and on the windowsills, and then put the rest in 4 ginormous tote bags and even 1 huge garbage bag. There were bottles, and bottles and bottles, so many bottles, of self-tanner, foundation, hairspray, you name it. My apartment was basically Sephora. I learned a few things really quickly. If something is leaking, just wash your hands because it might be self-tanner, and it will give you spots like a Dalmatian. L'Oreal Hydrogenious Moisturizer is amazing. I get dry skin to the point where moisturizer can feel like it's burning, but this one only ever felt soothing. It also smells expensive. I feel like a chic French baby whenever I use Mustela face wipes, which are the gentlest makeup removers I've found. Why rose body oil really helped a sunburn I had. And it's so light, I can use it on my hair and skin without looking greasy. Katie Becker, writer. The big breakthroughs. Writing this story is the ultimate assignment for a beauty reporter. When I got the call from Allure 10 months ago, I thought it died and gone to heaven. Did I fully realize that 6 months later, it'd still be reading 45-page clinical studies almost daily and dreaming about the chemical makeup of glycolic acid? Well, no. But I'm still glad I picked up the phone. I spent hours talking with beauty brands' R&D experts trying to persuade them to give up their formulation secrets. And I mean, all of the different ingredients they test and formulas they reject and heat simulations they run to create something that's innovative and new. I just have a ton of respect. Bra by Arax. Underwear by Base Range. Danica Talon, Best of Beauty assistant. Walking into the Allure beauty closet every morning was like going on an adventure. Bags of beauty products, waiting to be handed out to testers, were piled up everywhere. I had to walk between the stacks and watch every step. It was crazy. And OMG, the highlighters. They're so popular that basically every brand makes one. I handed out 310 pots and pans of shimmer. It was overwhelming. I tested champagne-colored powders that are great for a natural look and blue glittery ones that you could see from space. Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter was one of my top favorites, and I can actually afford to buy another when it runs out, which will be very soon. The YSL lip balm I surprisingly fell in love with during testing, not so much. Amani Rodriguez, Best of Beauty assistant. Passing out the bags of products for testing was a big part of my job. I guessed there'd be a lot, but honestly, I had no clue what I was in for. Reality sank in one day when an editor, who'd just gotten their umpteenth bag of products, said, "I don't know whether to love you or hate you right now. I think I saw almost every beauty product there is, and I learned that big brands aren't always the best brands. Just because something is beyond your dreams unaffordable doesn't mean it's the best product you can get." I discovered that I love Milani setting spray and The Ordinary foundation, and Real Techniques is now my holy grail of blenders. An open letter to the experts who studied ingredients, sacrificed blowouts, and occasionally shelved reason to help us find the best beauty products on planet Earth. Thank you, cosmetic chemists Trevor Evans, Jim Hammer, Ginger King, and Nikita Wilson, for distinguishing the brighteners from the BS. To the dermatologists who lugged home stacks of data and bags of serums, thank you for methodically and patiently, so patiently, finding the most effective, most inventive skincare on the market. We're so appreciative to Doctors Whitney Bowe, Doris Day, Janine Downey, Francesca Fusco, Ranella Hirsch, Ellen Marmer, Amy Wexler, Heather Wooleroyd, Jessica Wu, and Joshua Zeichner. A big shout out to CNET executive editor and all-around tech authority Sharon Profis for adding on selfies to take so many new beauty apps for a spin. Hairstylists DJ Contero, Lacey Redway, and Eva Scrivo, we sincerely hope your biceps have recovered from all the blowouts. But admit it, finding the most innovative volumizer was worth the sore muscles, right? A huge thank you to manicurists Ellen Trace Eiley for separating the cool nail art kits from the cheesy disasters. And to makeup artists Robin Black and Gillian Dempsey, we don't know where we'd be if you hadn't tried so many eyeliners, makeup sponges, and fake lashes for us, but we know what we'd look like, and it's not good. Thank you, everyone, for making us look so good. STATS 310 number of highlighters submitted for testing, a ginormous leap from last year's 44.208.9 pounds of lipstick, eyeshadow, and nail polish swatched and rejected in the hunt for 28 winning shades. 331 number of liquid lipsticks swiped, blotted, and Instagrammed, 9,087 number of beauty products submitted by brands hoping to win Best of Beauty. 1 number of survey responses that sent everyone born after 1979 to Urban Dictionary. Don't sleep on it doesn't mean wash this hair mask out before bed. 140 number of times we crossed our fingers and tried a new self-tanner, which led to survey notes like scary, terrible, and George Hamilton called he wants his orange face cream back. 257 number of times Allure staffers wrote that they loved a product in the testing surveys. There were also 30 MEHS and 27 hates, usually for reasons like smells like Mountain Dew, orange Pez, or fake orange juice. 150 number of dry shampoos spritzed to find the best lazy morning refresher. Proof positive living proof is the Meryl Streep of hair care. It earned its 7th Best of Beauty Breakthrough Award this year. To win, each product is deemed the first of its kind by independent judges, including cosmetic chemists, who know the beauty industry like the backs of their very well moisturized hands. So a brief moment to say we love your body of work. Fashion editor, Nicole Chapoto. Hair Neil Grupp. Makeup Ayami Nishimura. Manicure Megumi Yamamoto. Model Robin Holtzkin. Set design Lou Asaro and Sasha Flimlan at Saruti Co.